Hey, let's go live. It's James Smitty speaking. Have you heard the news? Grok 4 is out now. What the heck does that mean? So what? Why should I even bother with it? That's a question that I ask myself lately every time I see a brand new build, a brand new something come out from United States, from Europe, from China. There are tools coming out all over the place, multiples of them every day. And if I go and watch YouTube and I'm taking a look at some of the AI news, I'm going to go get a whole bunch of stuff. For example, top news here about, here's Kimi 2 that came out. Here's Grok. Here's something comparing Grok to someone else. Here's Grok is great. Here's Grok is bad. Here's Kimi K2. DeepSeek did this. It finally went over. Insane AI of the week. So we got all of these different tools and stuff that's coming out on a regular basis. And you have to ask yourself, so what? It's like a pendulum, right? It's like one thing comes out one week and you go, wow, that's really great. I don't want to miss out. And then something comes out the next day and you go, oh, that one looks pretty cool too. And the worst part is if you go take a look at these, the stuff that they come out with, you have to ask yourself, what does this have to do with me? I just want to create courses. I just want to be able to teach online. I just want to have an education business. Why should I even bother? Why should I spend some time worrying about that? And just to give you an example of how hard that is to kind of figure about, what I did is I just took, over the last month, I did a quick search. And I was trying to find out what are the top AI news or what are the AI model announcements. And I did some that were for the US, and then I did some other ones that were for non-US drops. So this was between June and July, the last 30 days. So there was Muse Streamer, there was Ernie 4.5, there was Kimi K.2, this was Hyperclova Think, there was Jamba 1.7, there was Cohere, Zippo, Mistral. These are just some examples. And the parts that really scary for me is, look at this. The reason they're doing and so excited about this. And again, if you watch the YouTube videos, they're going to show a whole bunch of stats and tests, like entirely open 3B param micro LLM 4-bit and 8-bit weights that beats Llama 3 8B MT Bench 2025 drop. So if you're a course creator, you're someone who teaches, you've got this thing that comes out, Grok point 4 does all of these cool stats and it builds all of this stuff. The answer or the question you have to ask yourself, and I ask myself now, is so what? What does it mean specifically to me in my business? So next time you see a brand new tool like Grok point 4, which I won't be looking at right now and I won't be spending any money on upgrade on, these are the things you need to ask yourself, or kind of just remember anytime you see something new, even if it's a small announcement or a small specific tool. Recently I saw one of the other people saying, drop ChatGPT and use these 12 other tools. I'm not a big fan of trying to connect a whole bunch of tools together. I'd rather apply the so what test to those 12. And if one of them does meet the so what test, fine, use it. But for the most part, you want to just use a couple tools that you get comfortable with that do the job that needs to get done without getting hit by that pendulum swinging back and forth with all of the greatest tools that just seem to show up on a daily basis. So here's the so what test. And again, if you haven't already, make sure to go to trainingsites.io/join. That's my community, my campus. All the cheat sheets, all the documents, all the prompts, all the videos, all the courses, everything is there for you. It's absolutely free to join. I'd love to be able to learn a little bit about your project that you're working on in your education business. So let's take a look at the 6 pillars in the so what test. And again, I'm trying to do frameworks. If you see a brand new AI model, just think, so what? What does this mean to me? So what? And then you want to mark or grade the tool that you're being teased with and see if it meets the so what test. So what is it? First one is S. You want to make sure that it actually eliminates a bottleneck or something that you're struggling with right now in your business. Is it slowing a part of a process down? Is it something that you take too long to create courses, or your marketing material takes too long, or you find it's hard to do the marketing? Is there some part of your business that you can say, yeah, this allows me to scale more, for me to focus on what I'm good at and what I need to be doing, and get it off of my plate so that I can give it to an assistant or an AI tool that I can leverage. So the first thing you want to do is just make sure, is it helping me scale? Number one. Number two, observable. You want to make sure that if it is something that you think can help you scale, if you do apply it, can you measure a clear win? It's one thing to say, yeah, I got a real problem. It takes me too long to create my marketing materials, or I don't have enough time to do live training or education. You go, yeah, it's supposed to fix it, but will it actually fix it? If it takes you an hour to do something, and if you were to use it, it only takes 59 minutes to do something, and you only observe a 1 minute change, you have to ask yourself, is it really worth it? So what? Give it an X. It's not something that's going to be able to help. The other one is the workflow fit. And I'm going to show you why that one's kind of important. And I did this one, actually, I did another video this morning about Claude or Claude, depending where you are, connectors. And what they are a brand new feature that came out yesterday, and it basically lets Claude connect directly to your Stripe account, your calendar, your email, your Notion database, into your project management tool, your help desk, the drive on your computer, the local hard drive. And they're all connectors, right? So if you have a workflow about some steps that you take currently, you have to take a look and say, okay, here's a brand new tool. Does it fit directly into my existing workflow, or do I have to go change something else in order to use that particular tool? So will it slide right into your existing stack of tools without a whole bunch of file types and extra things that need to be done? So that's W. So we got H, human brand alignment. This is really important because if you're using an AI tool, especially if it's course related or content related, educational content, it's really hard to make sure that it sounds like you, any of the AI stuff that gets created, right? I know personally, if I'm doing marketing material, I use Claude to do that because it just sounds more authentic and non-technical. If I'm doing research, I'm going to use O3 from ChatGPT or Perplexity, and that is like stuff that is mechanical sounding compared to Claude. So if you're getting a new tool and Grok is saying, yeah, come and use this, you have to ask yourself and say, does it brand or does it sound like I need it to sound in order to fit my particular teaching style or content style that I'm actually putting out? So does it meet your human brand? Number 5 is A, access and integrations. And this is, again, one of those things where you have automations or existing processes. How well does it plug in to those services or those automations? I'll give you an example. One of the things that we've just done is I do YouTube videos. When I do a YouTube video, what happens is I get the transcript. From the transcript, I create a post on my campus. From the post, I have a social media go out, and I also have an email that's sent out to announce the post, which was from the YouTube video. So I have a set of automations or a set of integrations that are done in my workflows right now. So you got to ask yourself, if I am adding that, does not only it fit into it, a part of the process, but actually can I connect it? And again, so just go and check what access or how the integrations are set up that allow me to get it into my workflow that make it sound like me. And then finally, T is for time. If I look at one of the cool tools that I really wish I knew about was N8N, which is a automation tool that basically allows you to, text prompt kind of thing and write out automations or put together automations on a visual builder of connecting things. Very, very cool. Do I know how to use it? No, no idea. Do I want to learn to use it? Yeah, I probably could. However, the actual time it takes to learn how to use it well and properly, what's the payoff? Can I do something another way that does or gets the same outcome as opposed to having to learn something? And if I do have to learn something or hire someone to do it, is it worth the time, energy, and effort to being able to do that? So anytime you look and you get another, oh, there's a brand new tool. It's Grok, it's ChatGPT, it's Claude, it's Perplexity. Take a look and try and figure out, where does it fit in? What is the so what test? What are the things that I can do to do that? And again, I'll make sure that I have for you a special prompt that I put together. Let me just see if I can pull it together for you. I'm going to put it, I'll put it directly, again, in trainingsites.io. Join. I'll make sure that I put the link actually below in the description as well. And this particular one, here we go. I'm going to show you how this actually works. So I've got some prompts here. I just want to make sure that I can open it properly so that we can see it. Where's the one that I had here? Just pulling it to the right place. Yeah, there we go. So I got a little bit of a prompt here. I'll put it together for you so that you have it. And basically it's a way to mark or just basically ask a question and just rank it by stars. And then if you rank it by stars on where it fits in with each of those pillars, you look at yourself at the end and just say, hey, 27 to 30, it's a green light. Let's go for it. 21 to 26, yeah, try it out. See what happens. Wait and watch. 15 to 20, less than 15, just skip it. Don't worry. Don't spend any time with it. So I'll give you the prompts and the questions to ask in the little checklist that the link is below there. And please get excited about all this AI stuff, but use the stack of tools that work with you right now. And if any of these new ones come along, at least run the so what test before you spend your time, energy, and effort trying to figure out how can I actually start, build, and grow my education business. My name is James. It's trainingsites.io. Like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to join the campus at trainingsites.io/join. Take care and expect the best.